Good morning, welcome back to the channel, and in this morning's video I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this spring makeup look using Tropic Skincare's new Spring Edit makeup palette and the beauty brush bundle. So using those products alone, and I'm literally filming this straight after filming my previous video showing you the Radiant Complexion Kit. So I have used that as my base, the makeup palette on top, and then the brushes in the beauty brush bundle to achieve this look. So if you'd like to find out how I've done it, please keep watching. So I am picking you straight back up where I left you on Wednesday and carrying on with this makeup look. So if you didn't see my video on Wednesday, I went through our Radiant Complexion Kit. Sorry again if you can hear the traffic. Like I said in my last video, Carla's recently painted this room back to magnolia. We live in a military house, so when we move out it has to be magnolia, and it was green before. We still don't have a moving date to our first home together as a family, our own home, but we're prepping anyway, so that's why the behind me doesn't look as nice as it usually does. And I have the windows open because it still smells a little bit like paint in here, and I don't want to get a headache from the fumes. So but there is a main road about 50 meters from the front of our house, so a lorry did just go by. So if you hear that noise, I'm really sorry, but I can't do anything about it. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to carry straight on from that previous video where I went through how to achieve a radiant complexion with our Radiant Complexion Kit. So basically all your base makeup that you need. So if you haven't seen that video, once you finish watching this one, go and give that one a watch. I'll link it at the end of this video so you can just click on it, or go in the description box and I'll link it there as well, and you can go and watch that one. It's quite a short one, I think about 15-20 minutes, so that's short for me. But I'm going to carry on with the rest of the makeup look using our brand new pre-made makeup palette. Now obviously our makeup palettes are not new, these have been around a while. They are super good because you can literally customize these palettes. You can take these out. The trays that they come in are magnetic, so they travel really well, so it's not going to fall out when it's in your bag. And they are beautiful. They have a really good size mirror, so you can literally do your makeup on the go. If you can commute for work, or like I said, when you're traveling and you maybe don't have great lighting in the bathroom or in the hotel room that you're in, you can go by the window and this mirror is more than big enough to be doing your makeup in. And Tropic have recently brought out pre-made ones because I think there's over like 50 million combinations that you can have in our makeup palettes, which can be a little bit overwhelming, right? So to make it super easy for you, they've put together a few edits. We've got this one, the Spring Edit, which I'm gonna show you today because I was actually wearing this makeup in a couple of videos ago, and a couple of you said that you wanted to see it, so that's what I'm doing for you. There is also a Holiday Edit makeup palette, so if you want a more goldy, bronzy look for holiday, going on a summer holiday this year, maybe that's the one for you. And there's also an Everyday Edit, so if you just want your everyday shades, nothing too dramatic, for work, for just doing the school run, things like that, then there is an everyday makeup palette for you as well. So you don't have to think about what products to use, what colours. You can just pick spring, everyday or holiday and you're good to go. So just to recap, the makeup I have on my face already is our Liquid Radiance foundation, our undercover concealer, and then I used the Velvet Cushion obviously to use, and then I finished off with the Soft Focus just to mattify my T-zone where I get a little bit shiny and I don't necessarily want to be shiny. Leading on from that, I want to show you the brushes that I'm going to be using in this makeup look, and actually you can get this bundle of makeup brushes, again making it super simple for you which brushes to use for what. You get 4 brushes in here, you get one of them completely free, so it's worth £70, but you get this bundle for 50. And in it you get some of my absolute staple brushes that I use all the time. So you can see how much I use this because the wording of what it actually is very faint now, but this is the face the Precision Face Brush. It's double-ended, so you have a flatter end here and a fluffier end, more domed end there. This 3-in-1 brush, which I use for my brows, and I'm going to do the same again today. So you have this angled, can you see it there a bit better? This angled brush here, the fluffier brush here, and then a little spoolie brush to brush up your brows under there as well. Then this one is called your Expert Blending Brush, and it does just that. It's perfect for eyeshadow. It has this super fluffy end here to apply eyeshadow with really effortlessly, and then this more stubby, more compact end here. So if you're wearing, you know, maybe a brighter colour, or you really need to do some serious blending, this is really, really good. This takes your eyeshadow looking a bit scary to really nice. And then last but not least, the one that you're getting free in this is a Kabuki brush, and you can use this for so many things. You can use this for contour, for bronzer, for your foundation, so many different things, anything really. It's a really lovely brush. So they are the brushes that I'm going to use. And then obviously the makeup palette I'm using is the Spring Edit, like I said, but I'm going to break down what the different shades are in this palette. So in here we have the Brow Boss Defining Powder in Walnut. In fact, let me show you just here. So going from top to bottom, so the Brow Boss Defining Powder in Walnut, the Eyes on You Pressed Shadow in Aura, the Medium Way to Glow Pressed Highlighter in Spring Lily, the blusher in Rosy Glow, and then last but not least the Jet Set Pressed Bronzer in Barley Bronze at the bottom. So first of all, I'm going to go in and do my brows. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this, order to do this in. It really is your personal preference, and I've learnt that from watching celebrity makeup artist Bryony Blake several times, when she gets a lot of questions about what order should I do things in, and she's like, it doesn't really matter. There's no set rules. There's no set rules. It should be fun. You should enjoy doing your makeup. So I'm going in with the fluffier end of the 3-in-1 brush. I just used the spoolie to just make sure all my brow hair is going in the same direction. And I'm just going to lightly brush this on so it will cling to the hairs of my eyebrows and just define them a little bit more. So once I've done this one, I'll show you so you can see the difference between this one and the one that's not done. And I love doing my brows. I find that if I'm going for a no makeup day sometimes, but I feel like I look like a bit of a ghost or like I haven't slept, I might just apply brow product. There's now a tractor going past. So noisy. It's a lovely day, so it's nice to have the windows open. So I'm not going to complain too much, but hopefully it doesn't, you can still hear me fine. But yeah, I might, if I just want to feel a little bit more awake, I might just do my brows and a bit of mascara, and then that's it. So there you go. So there's the difference. There's the not done brow, and there's the one that's done. So you can see it really shapes that side of my face, really frames it. And this is a really nice colour actually. So even though I am pale, I do have brown eyebrows, and this shade is actually quite perfect for me in Walnut. And if you've not done your brows before, you've not filled them in or anything like that, a powder is a really nice one to go for, because you can just do it a little bit, and it's not, I usually use a pomade, but which is a lot bolder, but a powder just looks a lot more natural. So yeah, really lovely. So I've done my brows. I'm then going to go in fact I'm going to probably end, oh no, I won't quite do it in the order from top to bottom, but I am going to go, I went the top, and now I'm going to go for eyeshadow, which is underneath. So this is Aura, so it's kind of like a pinky colour, and I got some really lovely comments when, I always get comments when I wear this eyeshadow, and I'm not going to do anything fancy, so I'm using the Expert Blending Brush, but I'm using the fluffier end to just apply it all over my eyelid, in the crease of my eye as well, And I find that if you just take one colour, if you're not too confident with eyeshadow, because let's face it, if there's any part of doing our makeup that we're probably lacking confidence, it's our eyeshadow. I know it is for me. But if you take one colour that you really like and just apply it all over your lid, it's super simple. You can't really go wrong. And this brush is just beautiful. It's really gentle, which you want it to be on your eyes. And there we go. And if you wanted to blend it out a bit more, you think, oh, that's a bit harsh around the edges, just switch ends, go for the stubbier end, and then just blend it a little bit like that. So it'll just soften the edges and blend it. There we go. Sorry, this lighting that I'm getting through the window, I'm just using natural light today. I haven't got a ring light or anything on. I feel like it's shadowing this side of my face because I'm not sat dead onto the window. But yeah, you can see. So just a little touch of colour, which I think is perfect for spring. Next up, I'm going to jump to the bottom and use the bronzer. So with this, I'm going to take the Kabuki brush for this, and this is Barley Bronze. Just swipe it in there, and you want to do a 3. Oh, that is far too much bronzer. But not to worry, because I can use that and just bring it down the rest. So you want to do the 3. So there, down your cheek, and under your jaw. And I'm going to use that and bring it across to this side because there was a little bit too much just for my forehead there. But again, I'll show you how good these brushes are. You can just buff it and you would never know that I just splodged a load of bronzer on my forehead. And then down this side, so you want it to go upwards, not side, because you want this to lift. So you want it up like that. If you go like that, you can then see where my cheekbone is. And you want to go up like that. Into the hairline. You don't want to bring it too far forward here because this is bronzer. So you want it from about the middle of your cheek, I would say. And middle of your cheekbone and up. And then under here. And I will take this down my neck a little bit as well. I love a bit of bronzer, and if you've never used it, give it a go, because you basically do it in the 3 where the sun would hit you, so like the top of your cheek, your forehead, and it just really defines your face. So obviously I was looking a bit all one colour on my face with my foundation and my concealer, but now it's really added something a bit extra. And if you want, you can put it a bit on your nose where the sun would hit you on your nose, and yeah, get a bit carried away. And then next up, I'm going to go in with the Face Precision brush, and I'm going to use the fluffy end for this gorgeous blusher. This is my go-to blusher in spring summer. If you're thinking, oh my gosh, that is so pink, that is not me, just try it, because I admit it looks like a scary pink to wear as blusher, but a little bit goes a long way, and it just gives you such a lovely spring-like flush to your cheeks. Again, you don't want to go close to your nose, you don't want your cheek to be blended into your nose, so the apple of your cheeks, if you smile like this, so you can really see where my cheeks are, because I've got my lines here and my apples of my cheek are here, so I just want to take it here and up, so actually nowhere near my nose. So just don't go, I see people doing blusher and they're like this, but you just want to do it really lightly, and I would tap initially because you don't want to put too much on. But if you do put too much on, I've said this tip that I got from Bryony Blake again in previous makeup videos. She says rather than like rubbing it off, where you're going to take your base makeup off as well, just use I've put my velvet cushion away now, but my velvet cushion that I used in my previous video on showing my base makeup, just take that and put it over. So take your velvet cushion, I actually like how much is on there, so I won't do it properly, but you just go over the top because it's got a bit of excess foundation on here, so you just go over the top. So add, and you'll take a bit of the blusher away rather than like trying to rub it off. Your cheek's going to go more red, and you're going to remove the makeup that you've already done. But there you go. So can you see, it's just a really lovely pop of like a flush of pink, and I think I tend to go for more corally colours in the winter months, but I feel like this flush of pink in the summer is just so pretty, especially paired with this eyeshadow. I think it's a really nice combination, which is obviously why Tropic have chosen to put them in the same palette. And then the same on the other side. And then if you're like me and you do love a bit of blusher, a little bit on my nose. Might just swipe the excess everywhere else. There we go. And then last but not least in this palette, we have the Way to Glow highlighter in Spring Lily. So I'm going to go for the stubbier end of this brush, the Face Precision brush, and just a really little amount, and just tap it on the tops of my cheekbones. You could put a little bit down your nose, and then it will just look, when the sun hits you in the right place, it'll just be, you'll just look super glowy and radiant, which is exactly what we're going for. You could even put a little bit of this, and I'm just going to use my finger for this. You could put a little bit of this under your brow as well, just to sort of highlight that. You could even put a little bit of this on the top of your lip as well, on your Cupid's bow. There we go. So that is all of the products from the makeup palette used, and obviously I used all of the brushes in the beauty brush bundle as well. So our makeup palettes are £68 when you purchase them full like this. So you're basically paying for the products that are in the palette, and then you get the palette, which is worth £16. You get that itself for free. And then obviously as you run out of products, you can just purchase the individual products. These little trays at the back have got holes in that you just push, you know, a pencil or something through. Sorry, my memory card was full. I had to delete a few bits. Yeah, as I was saying, you just push through the holes, the product will come out, and then you just replace the tray with the product that you've bought. And you can also replace them with different shades, different products as you go if you want to. So yeah, so that is the makeup from the Radiant Complexion Kit and the Spring Edit Tropic palette used. The only additional products that I would now add to my collection are something for my lips and also a mascara. So what I'm going to use on my lips is our lip pencil in Strut. And I'm going along the pinky theme. So I've just lined my lips, and then I'm going in with a lipstick, and this, oh, it's got a little bit of fluff on the end. This was my wedding, I still haven't got that bit of fluff. This was actually my wedding lipstick, so I wore this on my wedding day, and it is Peony Pop. Again, I think this is a really pretty, not too pink, but flush of pink lipstick, and I think it goes perfectly with the Rosy Glow blusher and the Aura eyeshadow. And I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara, take my little clips out of my hair And there we are, my spring makeup using our Spring Edit makeup palette. I will of course leave everything that I've used, so the Spring Edit makeup palette, the beauty brush bundle, and I will still also link the Radiant Complexion Kit I demoed in the last video. What do we think? That's easy enough for everybody to do, right? I didn't do anything complicated, super easy, just using a bundle of brushes, the makeup palette that you can get, and obviously our complexion kit as well. Let me know what you think. Do you like this makeup look? Would you try it yourself? Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to see anything else, so perhaps you'd like to see the everyday makeup palette, let me know and perhaps I can bring that to you in a couple of weeks as well. As always, if you decide to purchase anything from Tropic Skincare off the back of watching one of my videos, if you found them helpful, then I really appreciate it if you put my name down as your ambassador. I will always message you to say thank you personally, because it absolutely means the world. It means that you find my videos helpful, and if that is the case, then I will obviously keep making these videos for you. Thank you so much if you watched to the end of this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you would like to see a normal girl doing makeup and sharing everything she loves from Tropic Skincare, family, life, all that kind of stuff. I'd love it if you'd hit the subscribe button. Also, something else that would really help me out, if you really enjoyed this video and you found it really helpful and you know somebody that you think would find it helpful too, I would love it if you would share my video with them as well. So thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video next Sunday. Bye!